Hey everyone, I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, I'm doing a chatty get ready with me on this look. As always, all the brands are cruelty free and all the products are also vegan. If you want to learn more about cruelty free beauty, you're definitely in the right spot. You can check out my videos, head over to my blog, logicalharmony.net for tons of resources, or follow me on Instagram if you want to see more like daily makeup looks. But for now, let's get into it. I'm actually going to do my eyes first. I normally do my face first, but I've used this palette. It does have a little bit of fallout, so I'm going to do my eyes first, and it's just something different. So I did place a ColourPop order semi-recently, and I had plans to do like a ColourPop haul video, and I was like, I just want to use stuff. So I'm going to share with you what I got. I did get the Orangey Glad palette as well, which you guys have already seen in a video here, and I got Honey, which I had been debating for so long, and I'm so glad I got them. I got a couple pairs of false lashes. When I'm putting on falsies, I will share my thoughts on those with you because, I don't know, I have mixed feelings. So I'm going to put this concealer on my lids. I will link to everything down below, and most of those are going to be affiliate links. When you guys use them, I do get a small percentage of the sale, and it helps keep Logical Harmony running, so I really, really appreciate it. This is such a good look right now. This is just the finished look. There you go. I really, really appreciate when you guys use those. It helps me so much. So thank you to everyone that does. Thank you. And thank you too to everyone who is part of the Patreon. I really, really appreciate you guys as well. And even if you're not, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. So I thought today would be good for a chatty get ready with me because I filmed that last one using the Orangey Glad palette. That was a while ago. And I just felt like that's just something I wanted to do today, was get a little chatty, sit down with you guys, see how you're doing. Comment down below. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know what's new. Let me know what you're loving most so far in 2020. I feel like 2020, okay, I'm gonna go into this shade here, by the way. I feel like 2020 has been kind of a strange year so far. Like, I started it being like, yeah, I'm gonna like do all this stuff and everything's gonna be great. And then 2020 was like, maybe slow it down a little, take it down a notch. And so I've kind of been forced to do that, which has been, I have mixed feelings about. I get really frustrated when life is that way. Justin was sick and then I was sick. And I freaking hate being sick so much because I like to be productive. I like to be able to do things. And when I can't, it's very frustrating for me because I still see like all that stuff still needs to be getting done. I just can't do it or can't do it as well. And it's really frustrating. And this time I tried to just like embrace that and just accept it. I watched a lot of TV for like a week. I feel like I'm still not fully over it, but I'm mostly over it enough. So I've been taking some extra time off still, which is, again, frustrating, but I'm thinking about the long picture and it's better to take some time off now than later. Yeah, I was surprised I got sick. I haven't been sick since we moved to Utah, which in a way, my body was probably like, hold up, what's going on here? Too long without you getting sick. I was really happy about that because that's like a big deal for me, especially after how last year was, like 2019? No, 2018, whoa. I feel like I was sick so much of the time, and I think a lot of it had to do with like stress and our living situation and things like that, and so it was really nice to come here and not be sick. Anyway, let's move on to a more cheerful topic, shall we? So in 2020, I am, and I've talked about this on Instagram, I've mentioned it here, I'm wanting to like expand more on what I'm doing content-wise, which by the way, I'm gonna use this bright one right here. Or do I want to use Behave? I'll use Oh Behave. So I've talked about that some, and I've talked about it on Instagram and how for me, a big part of 2020 is just going to be trying new things and doing more, which getting sick definitely threw a wrench in that. So I'm sorry that in January I was not as fully present as I had wanted to be, but I think you guys were very understanding. A lot of you were so sweet about me being sick, and thank you. But a huge part of that for me means like trying new things in a variety of ways. So not just content-wise, but like using more color. It's been such a challenge for me for so long, and I want to get over it. Like, I want to just have fun with makeup. And I think I talked about this some last time too, and I know I've mentioned it before in videos, but I fully remember this was years ago. And I was reading some magazine article about like what eyeshadow colors you should wear based on your eye color, like one of those BS articles like that, because really, who cares? But at the time I did care. and it fully listed all these colors that did not look good with green eyes. And it was like, your options are brown, gold, purple. And so I feel like that really got in my head in a very strange way. And so for a long time, I've just been very intimidated by color and never really got comfortable with it. And then doing stuff on YouTube can also be so intimidating because everyone sees your mistakes. Everyone sees any of your mess ups. And that can, that's very intimidating in its own way. And so I'm just kind of moving on from that basically. And I mentioned this in that last Get Ready With Me. You guys are gonna see me mess up. You're gonna see, maybe you won't see, maybe they just won't get published, but you'll probably see mess ups. You'll probably see stuff where you're like, really? Why? And that's just part of what this year is gonna be for me because I wanna have fun with makeup again. It's been a long time since I feel like I have. And I want to do that. I want to get back to it. I want to try new products. I want to try new brands. Like, let me know, specifically drugstore price-ish brands. Let me know what you guys are loving lately. Let me know what palettes you're loving. Let me know, like, everything. And I feel like it's been really fun for me to branch out on Instagram, and that's been a good way to, like, kind of test the waters. And a lot of you guys really love the colorful looks. Some people freaking hate it so much, which has been very fascinating. I posted a photo of me in some false lashes and someone commented like, oh, I don't think they're doing you any favors. And I just said like, well, that's fine. Like, you don't have to wear them. And I didn't mean it in like a super sassy way. It's hard to not say it and be kind of sassy because I felt like their comment was a little sassy. Anyway, so they wrote back and they're like, neither do you. I think they're like detracting from your whole appearance. And then they blocked me over false lashes. Like, it just felt so trivial and weird. And like, I don't know. I feel like the makeup community is very strange in a lot of ways lately. I feel like there's so much drama and I'm over it. I'm so over everything having to be drama. I don't think that's the way it needs to be. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's how a lot of people want it to be. So I'm just moving on to have fun with makeup, and I hope you guys are into that. Obviously, content on Logical Harmony, it's still, a lot of it's still going to be the same. There's still going to be like the vegan product list and the shopping guides and all of that stuff and like resources to help make cruelty-free easy. But I'm also expanding and I just want to have fun, and I want this to be like a happy, positive space and like a very like comfortable space. It hasn't been comfortable for me for a while because I felt like people want to analyze everything you say, and they still will, but I don't know what to tell you, dude. Move on. There's better things out there. There's more important things to focus on, and I'm focusing on those. So I hope you guys are with me on that as well. I'm really excited though. I'm excited for a difference in things. And also too, I want to make a better effort and a faster effort to get through things. I realize I'm not telling you guys what I'm doing. So I just used Buzzkill to deepen up the outer corner and the crease a little bit. I'm just going back in with the same shades and just blending and layering. Oh yeah, I want to be more aware of like, not aware, but like content that you guys request. I want to make a bigger effort to get that out and get that out faster because I appreciate that you guys value me enough to ask me for that content. And I value you, and I want you to know that. That's where we're at. That's where we're at in 2020. And I think these videos, like the chatty ones, I want to do more of them because I think I like them. I think you guys like them. I feel like it helps us build like that better connection. Like, I don't know, you guys can get to know me better, and through the comments, I can get to know you better. So please comment as much as you want, even if you're like, that one yellow eyeshadow is really rad, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be more interactive with you. I want to build a better community with you and get to know you better too. And so I think doing a variety of content is going to be helpful. I also think too, I want to use these chatty Get Ready With Me's as a way to, I'm going to move on to my face now. There wasn't that much fallout actually, I think, because I didn't do the glitter. Should I do the glitter? Let's do the glitter. I think because I think this is technically not eye safe, but it's in an eye palette, so we're just gonna roll with it. That's pretty. As far as everything goes, oh yeah, the chatty Get Ready With Me's. Oh man, now there's glitter on my cheek. I think it will allow me to do that because I find that I get a lot of questions from you guys about very specific things, like what should you do when X, or how should I handle Y? And I think the chatty Get Ready With Me's will really give a good avenue for that. And I think I might start doing some blog posts answering those too. Because I do get a lot of repetitive ones, and I think it'd be helpful because clearly the way I feel is if one person's asking the question, 5 other people have it and aren't answering it. So it will be helpful. By the way, I used the e.l.f. Poreless Primer and the Milani Prime Light. And again, everything will be listed down below in case I forget to mention it, because I probably will. Let's just be real. I've been using this new NYX foundation. I got this the other day. I really like it. I feel like, okay, I've only used it a couple times, but I feel like it is a good dupe for Born This Way by Too Faced. Where did that go? That went on my pants. Good job, me. I feel like it's a really good dupe for Born This Way by Too Faced. So I'm just gonna put that out there because it's like $10. So it's way cheaper, and I love Too Faced. You guys know this. So for me to say that something is a potential dupe is a pretty big thing. It's not quite the same, but for the price, it's good. Also, I have a little friend which is bothering me. And I'm using this e.l.f. beauty sponge. They sent this to me around the holidays. It's really good. Their beauty sponges used to not be great. I felt like they were really stiff and difficult to work with. And I don't know what they have done lately, but it feels like a beauty blender. Like I've said this before, but I'm done buying beauty blenders. I've not bought one in a very long time. I feel like between Eco Tools and Ofra and e.l.f., you don't need to spend $20 on a sponge anymore. Like there's so many good ones out there, and there didn't used to be. And that was why I kept buying the beauty blender for so long. And they sent me a few, but I mostly bought them was because they were so much softer and I felt like they absorbed less product. All these other brands out there are doing amazing things, and like you truly don't need to spend 20 bucks on a beauty blender. I also think their cleanser is overrated. I like the Dr. Bronner's bar soaps for brushes and sponges. It's a good alternative. Less packaging, obviously. But also e.l.f. makes a little beauty sponge cleanser that's in a disc, just like the Beauty Blender one, and it works better than the Beauty Blender one. I tested them out side by side on two super dirty sponges, and the one with the e.l.f. one was actually a lot cleaner. So there's that too. I just don't think you need to spend the money on it. Okay, I didn't also buy the Born to Glow concealer. I like the concealer. I hate anything with this puff applicator. I think it's gross and unhygienic, but I'll use it because it's there. And it's just me. But if I was like I wouldn't share this makeup. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. I'm gonna use this little brush, blend this out. I've also just been experimenting more with different brushes for different things, like trying to get out of the rut or the habit of just reaching for the same products, the same tools, and just trying different stuff. And I was re-watching a Get Ready With Me that Rihanna and I did the last time I saw her, and she used, I think it was this brush for her concealer. So I was like, oh, I have to try that. And it's really nice, actually. It blends it really well. It distributes it well. It works nice and good. I got some concealer up there where I did not mean to. But this concealer is really nice. I highly, highly recommend this collection. I want to try more from NYX this year too. I feel like I haven't tried a ton from them in a long time, and I want to try more because I'm happy with everything that I have tried so far. I totally forgot color corrector. So add a little more concealer. I've also been just experimenting with wearing less product, but being more intentional about it. And I feel like that's made a big difference. Like I've returned fully to my color correctors. I need a green one still, but I have the peach one from Urban Decay that I got and I really like it. Which, speaking of Urban Decay, so they came out with like their Stay Naked foundation, like the liquid foundation, the concealer, the powder. They did send those to me, and I'm curious if you guys want to see a video on them. I had asked on Instagram and everyone said yes. I have used the powder foundation and the concealer. I haven't used the foundation yet, like the liquid foundation. I have some strong thoughts. Oh yeah, they also sent a thing where it's like a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight in one. But I have some very strong thoughts. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. I don't know if I want to do it as a demo video. It might just be like I'm sharing my thoughts. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Because I think it'd be helpful. And I feel like I know a lot of people got sent that collection, but I haven't really seen anyone talk about it. I feel like that says a lot. Sorry, Urban Decay. They did also send me like a new primer and stuff too, and a new setting powder and all that stuff. So maybe I'll do like a trying some new Urban Decay products videos. Let me know too what kind of videos you guys are into. Like, I want to keep doing some structured ones. Like, you know, obviously I want to keep doing like my favorites and my empties because I enjoy those. I enjoy filming them. But there are some others too where I'm like, nah, I can loosen up on that a little bit and maybe do something different. So I'm going to go in with, I'm going to do Totally Buggin'. I'm going to go Totally Buggin' and then I'll do some stinger as well. And just do that under my eyes. Also, I've noticed people are responding really well when not really well, I shouldn't say that, but I've been like bringing the color down farther on my lower lash line, and it seems like I'm getting more comments on noticing it, which is weird, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Anyway, I've not had enough coffee, but I feel like I'm all over the place right now, and I think it's because I haven't had enough coffee. How is your guys' 2020 going? Like, for real though, I know I asked you already, but like, let me know. Let me know in the comments. All right, I'm gonna do some of my face stuff, and then I will finish my eyes. I'm gonna use this bronzer, just bronze it up a little, a tiny bit. I feel like too, that foundation is a pretty good shade match. I'm using vanilla because that's how pale I am right now, but I feel like it matches really well. It does not change color and like oxidize or anything like that, which I really appreciate. I hate when foundations do, because you put it on and it matches you. I just stuck my finger in this. And then later you're like, wait, why does this look so garbagey and terrible? It's very misleading. I still really like these blushes from Pixie. My hair keeps getting caught in it. I need to cut my hair. I think I might do kind of a dramatic-ish change. I'm not going to share that yet with you guys because I'm still planning it and figuring it out. But I need to cut it. I need to trim really badly, but also it's just too much. Like, it keeps getting in my way when I'm doing makeup now. That's a little hard to handle. I get a lot annoyed by it. Okay, let's contour a little bit, mostly for the highlight. I'm trying to not use, where's my brush? Trying to not contour as much. Not because I feel like there's anything wrong with it. I just want to see what it's like to not. And I've been kind of like phasing out the bold highlighter lately too. Like, I feel like I'm ready to try different stuff. I'm ready to do different things. And I think a lot of you guys feel that same way too. I feel like for so long, especially in the beauty community, there's been a lot of like, you do this and then you do this and then you do that. And you use all these products that everyone else is using. And I think a lot of people, myself included, and a lot of you guys are just feeling like a need to kind of pull away from that in a way. Like, just do something different. I do still like contouring my nose though. But yeah, just stepping away from it, doing something a little bit different. It's a nice change. Contour my chin. And I think it is a good change. I think it's a positive change. And I feel like in 2020, it needs to be all about that. It needs to be all about positive change and positivity and all these other good things. Let's put some brow gel on. I'm also trying to figure out what the heck I want to do with my brows. So I did get them microbladed a couple of years ago, and I was really happy with them, but it's definitely mostly faded. I don't really pluck them at all. I think I'm gonna grow them out a little bit and kind of just see what they do, which I know I've talked about before in doing that, but I think I'm ready to actually follow through with it because I've just been like caring less about that and caring less about them being like perfect and being a certain way, though I am still really bothered by the fact that there are two different shapes here, and that still really bothers me. So I might look into microblading again just to kind of fix that. But for no other reason than that, it just bothers me because it will sometimes make my eyes look like they're just different. I don't know how to explain it. If anyone else has the uneven fronts, you'll know what I mean. But lately I've just been doing like a little line underneath and then fluffing it through the tail. And just keeping it pretty minimal. I feel like in 2020, a lot of us are getting more minimal with our makeup, or just not minimal, but more intentional. And I think it's a good change. Like, I feel like a lot of people are just kind of more accepting of what they have and what their features are and not trying to like dramatically change them so much, but just being like, you know what? My eyebrows are freaking weird right there. And that's fine because I'm not the only one. And it's okay. So I do need to take that line down a little. They also start at different heights. And I know we're supposed to be like, they're sisters, not twins, but why can't they be twins? It'd be so much more convenient if they were twins. All right, I'm gonna pop some liner on. I'll be right back. Okay, just throw on a little bit of my Urban Decay 24/7 liner, which I really like because it's very creamy and you can like very easily take a little brush and just smudge it out, which I like to do. I'm not into precise liner lately. I want to have just more fun with things and just try different stuff and be like, you know what, however it turns out, it turns out. So I'm going to do falsies today. I bought 2 sets from ColourPop. So I got these ones which are Sis and these ones which are Honey. Now I've already used Honey a couple of times. They're weird. Basically, with this set, it honestly feels like they don't match. I think that's the best way to describe it. I was talking about it on Instagram and someone was like, well, did you get 2 left lashes or 2 rights? And that's not what I mean. I meant like the curve, the lashes themselves, and where things are, like the placement does not match. And it looks very strange. Like some of you noticed it, that it looks like on one side towards the inner corner, the lashes are longer than on the other one. And it was visibly noticeable to people on Instagram stories, which lets me know is visibly noticeable all the time. So I'm going to try the Sis lashes and see how those are. I think the ColourPop lashes, like they're synthetic. They're a really good price point. The new Makeup Geek lashes are really good. I'm just going to throw that out there. But I wanted to try them because I love Tarte's lashes and I wanted something a little more affordable. These are more affordable, but my experience with Honey is that it's not worth it. But I'm going to try these ones and see how they go. I do need to trim them down a little. I need to trim all lashes down. Also, the lash thingies, tweezers things from Socialize are like the best ones. I've tried like multiple pairs. Those are my favorite. So I'm going to trim these just a tiny bit. And I do trim off on this end. I think too, these lashes are a lot more delicate, for better or worse. And by that, I don't mean like that it's tough to remove them from the plastic or anything like that. I just feel like little things you do touching them impact them more. And I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it's kind of strange. I guess I expected better quality. They're not crazy, like they're not expensive by any means, but they're also not like dirt cheap. So I just expected better. And then there are just weird things like here on the inner corner of the lash, the band keeps going after the lashes stop. So you need to trim that off. Like there's just little quality inconsistencies that I'm seeing. And I only got 2 pairs, so maybe it's just these 2 pairs. We'll see. Let me apply these and see how it looks. Because so far I don't know. Very mixed feelings, very mixed feelings. And even on these now, I am noticing that the placement of, there's already cat hair in here. I'm noticing that the placement of like the tufts of lashes is not consistent with one another. But they're cheap, you pay for what you get. So I guess that's what we're rolling with. Let's try applying them and see how this goes. They were really easy to apply. I will say that they're very lightweight. The band is nice and flexible. Just my only issue was that they seemed inconsistent. Like with the Honey ones that I got, you could have told me they were 2 separate lashes, like from different styles, and I would have believed you. Like that's how it felt. These don't seem quite as inconsistent looking at them here. The Honey ones also laid completely different on my eyes. Like one, just the curve of the lashes was so different from each other. That's more of what it was. So I'm hoping it's not the case here. I'm hoping I just got a dud with the Honey ones, but let's find out. I've been very anxious to film this. I've actually filmed, this is the 3rd time now with this yellow shadow palette because I kept trying to use the Honey lashes and they kept going on so strange and looking so bizarre. I scrapped the other 2 videos because I hated how it looked, like so much. Lashes are often a challenge for me because I'm not super experienced with them, but also because my lid space is short. So a lot of times where they want to curve is not a natural curve for me, if that makes sense. So a lot of times things can be really tricky to apply when they don't need to be. And these ones are not, which I enjoy. I probably could have trimmed that a little bit more, but that's okay. All right, let's do the other one and see how that looks. These are really pretty on. They're very light. They're very fluffy. They look pretty natural. But I've been really liking Makeup Geek sent me a lot of their new eyeshadows and they sent me their new lashes that are vegan. They only sent vegan shadows, which was amazing of them, but their lashes are really nice. I'm really, really liking them so far. And so, I don't know, I know they are more expensive than the ColourPop ones, but if they're more consistent, it's worth it. This is lifting a little. I'll fix it in a second. I've also found too that with these, if I put mascara on before, they do not go on well at all. They just get tangled like within each other. So it'll be like the lashes themselves will just get all frizzed up together. So I put on, I know you're not supposed to, but I do put on a little bit of mascara after to darken up my own lashes. Living dangerously here. That corner just keeps popping out, so I'm gonna reapply that. These ones are definitely a lot better than the Honey lashes that I got. So I'll probably buy another pair in the future just to see what the actual issue is. Like I asked Rianne if she's ever had that issue, and I asked Jess Vegan Beauty Addict, and they both said no. So I kind of think it might have just been this pair gotten. So I finished filming and I was touching up little things to take selfies, and the lashes are doing it. It's the lashes. They fully, like, I think as the glue dries, they're pivoting, and only one set of them is pivoting. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know that I will try another pair from them, because this was the same issue I had before where they're laying differently, and in the photos it makes one eye look more open than the others. And I don't want that. I'm not about that life. So I'm gonna keep finessing with them and see what I can figure out. But I'm very frustrated by that because I think they're only like $8 each, but still that's $16. And for both of them to not work for me is very frustrating. And they are laying, like the band is laying the same way. It's the curl of the lashes is different. I don't know, I'll see if I can salvage it. So I'm not allergic to latex or anything, but a lot of lash glues really irritate my eyes. And I've switched to this one from Duo at Jess's suggestion. And so far it's been great, but right now it's itching really bad. What lash glue do you guys suggest? What do you love? Because I don't want to spend a ton of money on it unless I have to. Like, if it's the only way I can get cute lashes, I'm fine to spend the money on it. I'd prefer not to, which is why I wanted to try the one from Duo. The other ones, like, it would be seriously like I couldn't only wear lashes for like half an hour and my eyes would be so red and burning. Put some mascara on there, help blend my natural lashes a little better. And if you do this like I do, just make sure you remove everything with like an oil cleanser so it's a little more gentle and you don't pull your lashes out, taking your falsies off, and then just clean your lashes a little bit better. Like your falsies, clean them a little bit better. That definitely went on better. That went on smoother than the other ones before. So I think Honey was just a dud. I'm gonna go ahead and deepen up underneath my eyes, because why not? And then I think I might pop a bright color on under there too. I really like these palettes from ColourPop. I think it's nice to have something that's like one shade and very monochromatic. I think it's fun. It's nice to see. I hope more of them are vegan. Like, I know a lot of people are sick of them, but since most of them aren't vegan, I'm not. Like, I want more. I'm gonna take a little bit of Dandy. Let's mix Dandy and Sunburst. I want more of them. I wish they would do more that are vegan. That would be amazing. All right, it's my inner corner. I'm gonna put some mascara on my lower lash line. It's just gonna take a minute. A minute of awkward faces. Okay, and then for lips, so from ColourPop, I ordered a new lippy pencil in BFF. I still have my old gross one that my sharpener destroyed. Oh no, it's not working. It keeps getting pushed back down, but I love this shade. I'm just gonna open the new one. I love this shade. This shade is so pretty. Rand suggested it to me a long time ago. I'm glad I got it because it's really nice. And I really like their liner formula. I feel like it truly compares to more expensive ones. And I enjoy it. I want to buy more. I recently saw that it used to be that all of their liners, like all their lip products were vegan. And I saw that's no longer the case, which is kind of sad. But if you have any favorite lip products from them that I need to try, let me know, please, because I want to know. So I'm going to take this gloss from Too Faced, pop that on, and then pop on a little bit of the Lip Injection Extreme in Bubblegum Yum. Yeah, it smells like watermelon gum. It smells so good. And that is it for this look. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys liked this. I hope it was helpful. I know it was long, but thanks for sitting with me and chatting with me. I'm so excited to interact with you guys in the comments. Like, let's get chatty there when you're watching this. So I will see you there. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.